is very, very early in the morning.
12:39.
12:39. It is officially September 18th. First of all, we're going to do the shout-outs. They are rolling in the background.
Grappler Master, there you go.
Yes. Now, one thing we're going to do is we got to talk about our boy, Mr. Doombeg. We're going to give him a special shout-out because this guy did a tribute video to us, and we'll have to post the link up.
Yeah,
but
we didn't ask for it. It just showed up in our inbox, and then George realized I talk a lot about dicks on this show.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
It's weird because there's about a 30 to 40 second thing in there where cock this, bag that. I'm just like, So my mid-year's resolution is I'm going to try to talk less about penises.
Yeah, that's a good resolution.
That'll be tough, especially if the dong's fighting.
Right. Now, let's talk about what everybody is tuned in to see us talk about. And this is the Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Victor Ortiz fight that we just finished watching.
What was that fiasco?
Okay. The fight was a good fight. I think until the fight ended.
Typical Mayweather fight.
It was Mayweather was, Ortiz, I think a lot of people thought he might have got the second round. We got into the fourth round. Mayweather was starting to fight his fight. And then all of a sudden,
the wheels fell off.
Ortiz got him in a little trouble. Now, Ortiz had him up against the ropes, was landing some pretty effective shots, and Mayweather was kind of pushing back, leaning up against the ropes, using the ropes to get away. And at one point, Victor Ortiz got a little frustrated, grabbed him, and headbutted him. And that's when the shit started.
And that was the fucked up part. But,
that was the fucked up part.
All sports have rules. And if you follow the rules, there's something for this. There should have been a point deduction. Sure enough, the ref came over, one of the three blind mice, grabbed him, and said, you can't do that, read him the riot act, said, look, man, that's a point deduction, told all the judges. Now, typically, George doesn't follow boxing as much as he used to. Normally, you send Floyd to one corner, you take the boxer, you look at each judge, go around to all four sides and say point deduction. Now, send him back to his corner.
Right.
Now, normally, you call him back out and be like, this shit's not happening anymore.
Right.
But that's not what happened.
Joe Cortez, who was the ref,
He left a lot of championship fights.
Did you hear what his nickname is?
What?
Sleepy Eye.
Sleepy Eye?
Joe Sleepy Eye Cortez.
Well, both those motherfuckers were sleeping tonight. But they came in. Victor Ortiz realized what he did. He realized that he fucked up.
And we've all done that. We've all said or done something, and as soon as we've done it, we're like, I wish I could grab it and bring it back.
And take that shit back. And you could see that's what was going through his head.
He hugged him. He kissed him. He's like, look, man, I fucked up.
And he went like this. Now, I thought, and I think all of us here agree, that Cortez should have kind of put some distance in between them.
Stepped in between them, done
and
something.
then let them say, okay, ready to fight. But what he did was he allowed them to hug. And while they were hugging,
as soon as they broke,
he looked away.
He was looking at the timekeeper or whoever.
I don't know who the fuck he was looking at.
But he was definitely looking at somebody in the front row.
And for some reason, on that look away, the ref says fight. And if the ref says fight, and you've been boxing long enough, that means it's time to fight.
Right. Now the thing is, these guys.
Did he say fight though?
That's what they said. No one's arguing
but
it.
But if he is Ortiz, we're hugging. Okay? We break. Ortiz goes to hug him again. His hands are down. Back. Now, Mayweather just catches him clean. It's a sucker shot. Everybody out there can argue it's a fucking sucker shot. Don't say it's not a fucking sucker. Is it a legal shot? Yes, it is. But it's a shitty shot, okay? Now, Ortiz,
at the whole time, after he gets hit with the first one, he just turns and looks at the ref.
He's stunned and looks at the ref like, I just got suckered.
And that was the first time Joe Cortez started to look back at the fighters. The first punch, Joe Cortez did not see.
No. Right. The second punch he didn't see either, because then he's looking this way, and next thing he knows is Ortiz is now in his field of vision.
Right.
And he's going,
laying in the
okay, and starts counting.
Right.
And next thing you know is the kid can't get up. And I'm just like, now, we all, like everyone, I imagine, sat there in shocked and amazement. And we were all looking forward to exactly what happened. Larry Merchant.
We were shocked in amazement. Larry Merchant, everybody was shocked.
Everyone was.
People in the audience were pointing at Mayweather like, what the fuck? Because it looked completely like a sucker shot in the foul.
It looked Bush. Here's the thing. You're a professional fighter. You've done. This was your 43rd fight? 42nd fight?
Who knows?
You don't. That's just out of respect. Like, the dude fucked up. He apologized. He came, hugged you like, look, I don't know what was said, but Mayweather was like, bing, bing.
And that's it.
Nighty night. Now let's fast forward to the part that we were all looking forward to. What we all look forward to as boxing fans, or is the Larry Merchant interviews, because he says some crazy shit. But this time, Larry Merchant did something that I loved. He sat there, he asked the questions that needed to be asked, and Floyd Mayweather, the consummate, whatever the fuck you call yourself, entertainer, sat there and decided, I'm not going to answer the questions.
Right.
Why?
Well, he knew he wasn't going to answer the questions because Floyd Mayweather knew he was wrong.
He has to know.
He knew he was wrong. He knew he fucked up, just like Victor Ortiz knew he fucked up when he headbutted Floyd. And he started talking about thanking people about paying the, spending their money on pay-per-view, blah, blah, blah. And
Larry Merchant cut him off and said, look, we don't need the promoter.
Right.
We want the boxer.
Right.
And then that's when he got mad. Oh, you're after me. You ain't shit, da-da-da. And then Larry Merchant hit us with quite possibly the greatest line of all time.
Yeah. And he said, I wish I was 50 years younger because I'd whip your ass. And you gotta love fucking Larry Merchant.
Yeah.
I never thought that I would see the day where Larry Merchant looked at Floyd Mayweather in his face and said that. Said, because he was basically saying, you're acting like a little fucking bitch right
and he
now.
was.
And he was.
I know. And the thing is that something was getting under his skin when he was going after this. What is Larry Merchant, a 70-something-year-old man saying the HBO should fire him? You don't know shit about boxing.
And stuff like that.
Come on. You know what? Just, if you don't like the things, just walk away.
Right.
Say, you know what? I'm done with this interview, and I'm going to walk away now.
But the problem was he wasn't going to do that because he was frustrated. He was cornered. And, like anybody who's guilty or feels a sense of guilt, that's how he reacted.
Lashed out.
Victor Ortiz fucked up. He knew it. He hugged Floyd Mayweather. He's like, I fucked up. He was wrong. But you didn't see him acting like a child about it.
And you know what part I like the best? I'll give Victor Ortiz a rematch. No shit. Because you can take another 15 months off. Mm-hmm. You can get paid. He is projected to make $40 million for that. $40 million
for
to act
punch.
Like that.
For a sucker punch.
And you know what? Look, Floyd, you are an entertainer. You're 24/7. You're right. You should thank everyone who bought your pay-per-view because we just put $40 million or whatever in your pocket. And you know what? You're an entertainer. And like I told Kevin, Floyd's going to go in there. He's going to fight his fight. And he's going to frustrate this kid. And then after round 5, he's going to beat the shit out of him. Sorry we didn't get to see that. And it's sad because maybe he would have given you a tough match.
Right.
But
no one gets to see it. No one knows.
And the one fight that everyone, fighting fan, just sports fan, wants to see is fight Pacquiao.
Just fight Pacquiao. Give everybody what they want to. If you want to be the greatest fighter in the world, or go down as the greatest fighter, and you know what? No, none of us here at this table are going to say that you're not a fucking great fighter because you're a phenomenal boxer. And but
we don't expect. I mean, you know what? When you win legitimate, win the right way.
Right.
I mean, this, to me,
if I'm the ref, DQ.
Well,
call the match a draw.
I think
call the fucking thing a draw. Where's the athletic commission? The athletic commission has power to step in right now.
No contest or something.
They should step in and go match, no contest.
Right. To me, even more so is there was a reason why coming out of that break he decided to hit him with those questionable shots.
Right, because he felt disrespected.
Well, it could be that.
He might
have lost his emotion, but it also could be that he didn't want to fight 12 rounds against this guy.
Yeah, because he said, you know what, this guy might, sometimes.
I mean, there's definitely a reason why.
Yeah.
I would love to know.
He could have been like.
I mean, we'll never know.
Did you? And I will say this about Victor Ortiz. He was not afraid of Floyd Mayweather. He was not getting hurt by Floyd Mayweather, and he kept coming forward. Kind of like fucking Rocky when he fought Apollo Creed. After a while, Apollo kept saying, "Oh shit, here comes this motherfucker again." After a while, that shit gets taxing on your ass.
Right. But I think overall, George had it right. It was just a lack of referee control.
It really was. It was bad referee.
After the headbutt, there's a lot of commotion going on in that ring, and it's the referee's job to sort of take control of the situation.
He really
and make sure that things get settled.
He should have.
And then the fighters commence.
Well, first of all, there's emotion. He should have just, like you said, completely separated.
Right, and the one thing I will give credit to MMA referees is you always know when something, if it's a low blow or whatever, fighters are immediately sent to their corner, and there is not a restart until the ref is in the middle and says, you ready, fight.
And that's how it should have been.
Now, I understand we're going to get some backlash from you Floyd Mayweather fans, but look, seriously, stop being a fan for 10 minutes. And honestly tell me how you can defend that man's actions. Now, I was the only one in this house that legitimately said he had his hands down. If the ref said fight, you got to fight. I said that.
And we know that.
And I understand that. But as a human fucking being, this isn't a bar fight. What was that?
Right.
How can you defend a human being who would do that? That's what I want to know.
It's like an easy way out. You know what I mean?
That's
It's
what I'm saying,
it's
yeah.
an easy way out. The way he finished this fight, did this. You know what? It's legit because he won the fight. I mean, anybody will say that who knows boxing says, okay, what he did is legit, but it's an easy way out.
Oh, you know what? I hope, Big Ragu, that you still watch our shows, because I would love to know your opinion on what transpired in the ring. Because to me, if I'm Dana White, I love it.
Yeah.
Because it makes boxing look terrible.
Yep.
Because that shit has never happened in MMA.
At all. Now,
At least in the UFC. That shit might have happened in shark fights or Denny fights or whatever. Or
dolphin fights.
Yeah, anything.
All that.